3,000 people. That was the audience count when I got booed off stage in what was my first experience as a disc jockey back in 2012. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pranav Sanghvi, and I'm here to speak about my journey from being one of the country's finest DJs to donning the role of a venture capital investor and how this taught me the importance of investing in your dreams. That incident unconventionally motivated me. I was intrigued by the life of an artist and why people chose to react the way that they did that day. And thus began my career as a DJ, one that would be fairly successful while it lasted. I spent countless hours with mentors and masters in the music industry, understanding the art and why they were so highly respected. Having been trained in classical music early on, and with a natural inclination towards music, my learnings were always interesting and filled with the hunger to absorb more. After countless hours of practice and impersonating my favorite global DJs in front of a mirror, my hard work paid off. Our DJ producer duo came to life, presenting us with the first opportunity to perform at a music festival renowned as one of Asia's largest. We were given this opportunity by winning a DJ competition, one that allowed us to slot ourselves before some global icon. Thereon, there was no looking back. Over the next couple of years, we went on to perform at some of India's and globally renowned festivals and nightclubs across the country. All this owing to passion. The passion to press a few buttons and make a few thousand people dance to my tunes had helped me endlessly achieve what I had started as a failure. Over the next few years, I traveled successfully as a DJ, playing to different audiences, covering and traveling and exploring newer geographies, understanding different cultures and the relationships they shared with music. Let me tell you, not all of these were filled with successes. Quite often, we played to empty audiences or played music that people related differently about. However, I think it was these experiences that mattered the most. I felt liberated in learning out of my mistakes, improvising, and being a better musician. All this because I was pursuing my passion. Do you remember the 3,000 young friends who booed me off stage? It was 2 years later that we headlined the same music festival. Thousands of people chanting our stage name, people, only a few of them, wanted to take photographs, waiting for us to go on stage and do our magic. It was in this very moment that I understood the power of being hungry, the power of pursuing one's passion. I had turned an example of turning one's passion into a profession, one of the first in my family. Very fortunately, my parents supported me through this. While I continued to do reasonably well as a DJ, I felt the need to do something different, something new, learn something different. Perhaps not in music. It was time to evolve. And thus came by my second passion, building and helping build businesses. In 2018, I joined my first role as an institutional investor. At the time, we were contemplating investing in early stage businesses. This involved dealing with new age entrepreneurs, building fairly raw, unscaled businesses. While this might sound risky to most, I perceive this as a great opportunity. Where else would one get to learn about multiple different businesses globally and draw inspiration from brilliant founders across extremely diverse backgrounds? This fueled my shift from music to venture capital, one that was extremely hard to digest at first for industry insiders. For the next 2 years, I learned hard. I understood more about multiple business sectors in India and how founders were eagerly building businesses in a country of billions, a country that has promised us tremendous growth for the last few years. A country that has promised us tremendous growth for the last few years. I was eager, all this because of my passion to learn. One might argue that my love for music dimmed down with an increase in interest in venture capital and supporting early stage founders. However, I think differently. If one looks at my journey macroscopically, one might realize that my passion has always been to learn. This passion has helped me fuel my curiosity to continually learn new things, develop new skill sets, and contribute in newer and different areas. While my love for music is undying, it is actually the passion to learn which I'm speaking with you about today. An ancillary of this has helped me pursue a career in music first and then pick one in venture capital and investments. Today, I have made over 25 investments in institutional and non-institutional roles and continue to do so. In this paradigm shift from music producer and DJ to investor, a few notable things that I made myself aware about. Firstly, self-discovery. I was able to recognize my strengths, weaknesses, and values, which I believe is the most important in pursuing one's passion. I was able to set goals. I set myself realistic goals and then worked hard towards achieving them. Persistence and patience. I think in pursuing one's passion, this is the most important aspect. I practiced long hours of music each day, this for a few years until we bagged our first opportunity. And finally, but definitely not the least, learning from failures. While I have spoken with you about multiple successes, I can transparently say that I saw an equal amount of, if not more, failures. However, this did not upset me. This motivated me to work harder and improve first as a musician and now as an investor. More importantly, I was able to contribute across both my roles. As a musician, I taught music and the art of DJing to hundreds of aspiring musicians. As an investor, I continue to collaborate with and foster growth among some brilliant founders in the ecosystem today. I was able to give back and impart the knowledge that would help people become better musicians, better investors, and above all, better individuals. I would like to conclude my talk by leaving you with a thought today. Passion is not about finding happiness in only one aspect. It is about finding the destination. It is about finding the motivation and purpose to excel. So go ahead, take that first step in discovering what sets your soul on fire. You don't know where it might lead you, but one thing is for sure, you will never regret living a life that is true to who you are. Thank you.